anywho, guys, sorry.
Yes, let's get to the clip.
So this is
Tim Pool eviscerating Luke Beasley over the J6 situation.
Luke Beasley.
Yeah.
Okay.
And again, stop. Before we start,
What's up?
we've always said before, people on the January 6th, anybody that fought with cops, that committed violence, that actually were breaking out windows, yes, you deserve to be jailed. You deserve to be prosecuted. But anybody that just walked around in the grass,
Walked around in the grass,
went up the like Tim's gonna say it. There's a guy that's been sitting in containment for 3 years without charge in solitary confinement.
Yeah, you at least got to
no charges.
You at least got to charge him with something.
And that kid thinks that's okay.
Nah, you got to charge him with something.
But without further ado, let's roll the clip.
You don't know anything about these January 6 cases. You don't know why these people are in jail. You don't know that a man is in Brooklyn right now for 3 years without charge or trial. And when Donald Trump says these people have been held for too long, you say, no, Trump is wrong. Keep them locked up. That's fucking fascist. Dude, you've been sitting here with no knowledge of the specifics of some of these cases. There is a man in Brooklyn right now, I'm going to say it again, no charges whatsoever brought. He's been in jail for 3 fucking years.
See that right there?
For you to sit there and say it is good.
Yo,
that's a problem.
Yo, why the kid look scared, bro?
Dude,
he looks scared.
I watched the entire episode.
Because he's gay in school.
Dude, I watched this entire episode. Going up into this thing, every time Tim would ask him a question, give me some data, give me some of this, give me what your opinion is on it, and the kid just squints at him and looks like he's confused.
The kid looks scared.
Because he was also acting like he's smug and he knew what the hell he was talking about.
Like, bro.
If you're going to go on a show like this, know your shit.
Bro, look, like, wait,
he looks scared.
Look, like, watch.
Yeah. No,
right,
I
so
haven't.
No, stop. You don't know anything about these January 6 cases. You don't know why these people are in jail. You don't know that a man is in Brooklyn right now for 3 years without charge or trial. And when Donald Trump says these people have been held for too long, you say, no, Trump is wrong. Keep them locked up. That's fucking fascist. Dude.
Right there, his ass clenched.
Oh, yeah. He's like,
right there.
Shit,
right there, he's clenching his cheeks. Right there.
Oh, shit, he's pissed. Tim was trying to be nice all the way up to this point, and then he finally snapped.
Yeah, you can't just
hold
somebody without charging them.
It's not that. Him talking about cases you don't understand. Trying to say it's a good thing the guy's locked up. No, but you are right. You can't keep somebody locked up.
At least charge them with, even if it's a bullshit charge. At least put the bullshit charge.
3 years in solitary confinement. 3 fucking years.
Just for walking around?
I don't know. There's no charges.
Honestly, I
don't know what the guy did. There's no charges.
Don't get me wrong. No one should sit.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
No one should sit in jail for a bullshit charge. But it's even more bad. Even optic-wise, looks bad that you're sitting there and haven't been charged with.
What is it that Ben? I think Tim says it in this clip too. Eventually, but Ben Franklin said it's better that 10 guilty persons go free than 1 innocent person get locked up.
Oh, it's Jimmy J.
Jimmy J.
It's been a minute.
Jimmy!
And there's another guy that thinks that 10 innocent people should be locked up, so one guilty person can't get away.
Now.
That's insane. I would rather 10 guilty people get away so the 1 innocent person doesn't get locked up. He says
wait. Okay.
Tim says it better.
There's always a sacrifice kind of thing, right? Is that?
Oh, I'm saying, are you talking about?
I don't know if that was real.
You talking about the UFOs, or you talking about the drones?
No. There was a video with a light coming down. I don't know if that was. I don't know if that was real. I seen it. I don't know if it was real. It was on X.
Oh, I didn't see that shit. All right, here we go.
You've been sitting here with no knowledge of the specifics of some of these cases. There is a man in Brooklyn right now, I'm going to say it again, no charges whatsoever brought. And he's been in jail for 3 fucking years. Mm-hmm. For you to sit there and say it is good that he remains locked up is fascism. That is saying the hierarchical system of the courts and the government is just, and the process is all that matters. And I am saying perhaps 3 years is enough. because I actually have moral logic and an understanding of these cases. Hence, my position on January 6th has always been the people who have attacked police must go to prison.
I agree with
3 years is a fucking long time for assault on an officer. We have seen people on the far left, notably when they were firebombing shit all across Minnesota, 33 people murdered. And how many criminal charges did we get for this? When they firebombed a police station and forced the police to evacuate. On May 29th, 2020, when thousands of far leftists firebombed the White House grounds and set fire to St. John's Church and injured 100 police officers, how many fucking people went to prison for 3 years? How many of them who never showed up on that day are in prison for 20 years?
Right there.
Enrique Tarrio wasn't even...
What you know what he's talking about? The riots over Minneapolis.
Okay, so I'm not opposed to someone getting locked up for doing the crime. What I'm questioning is if that many people are committing crimes, how are you? Where are they? It's to my understanding the prison population is already overpopulated. So with that being said, if you want to lock all those people up, who are you sending home?
It's not that. It's the fact that there's 33 people were murdered during those riots. There was tons of damage done, and nobody went to jail. Most of the rioters got money paid out to them. When they went to D.C. and burned and set fire to St. John's Church, when they forced Donald Trump into a bunker, nobody went to prison for 3 fucking years, like Tim said. Okay. They actually got paid out by the courts.
Okay.
And these people were mostly peaceful, and they've been fucking dealing with this for 4 years now. He's going to talk about it. There's a guy, Brandon Straka, all he did was go up the stairs, and they sent this guy to prison. Owen Schroyer was in a permanent protest. All he said was death to commies. And they put him in prison citing his speech.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
See the difference?
Okay, all right.
It's not the fact that you want to put all these people in prison. It's the fact that nobody got in trouble for that. But everybody at January 6th, no matter what they did, they're saying it's the worst possible thing that ever happened.
Okay, I see what you're saying. You can't just pick and choose.
Exactly.
Okay, you got.
They should have been treated the same.
At least be consistent with your shit.
Exactly.
Okay. All right.
Even in D.C. on January 6th, and you are saying that man who his only crime was, quote, don't leave. That's his only crime.
Yeah, back it up.
You think he should be in prison?
Sure.
Back it up a little bit. That was Enrique Tarrio, the former leader of the Proud Boys, who was not even in D.C. on January 6th. The only thing he tweeted was "Don't leave." He's in prison for 20 fucking years. He got sentenced to 20 years.
What was his charge?
Trying to overthrow the government, I believe.
Well, okay, so I'm playing.
He sent out a message.
Yeah, don't leave. He tweeted, "Don't leave."
Don't leave to somebody else, right?
All he did was post on his ex account.
Don't leave, and that was towards the people that were at the White House.
At the Capitol. People that were at the Capitol. That was it. Yeah.
Okay.
How long he got?
That's kind of ridiculous.
20 years. I think there was 3 top people that got 20 plus years.
I'm just asking, did he get, since he's considered the leader of the Proud Boys, did he get, was he considered, did he get charged for being, the leader of telling the rest of the organization to go there?
No.
I'm just asking questions.
No. They're trying to say, he even tries to say that he uncovered a plot that he was trying to do, but they didn't do anything. It was fake. The kid tries to say there was a plot. They had a plan to go after these buildings. Okay. But it was never proven.
Okay.
Tim tries to find it, and they can't even find it. It's cited on Wikipedia that he did this, and then there's no links.
First of all, why are we using Wikipedia as a reference?
Exactly. That's what Lou Beasley was doing.
Why are we?
Exactly.
Why are we?
Exactly.
Wikipedia people change the meaning.
Yeah, Wikipedia is not. You can't.
People change the definition.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, you can't use
in
that.
prison for 20 years. Enrique Tarrio wasn't even in D.C. on January 6th. And you are saying that man who his only crime was, quote, don't leave. That's his only crime. You think he should be in prison for 20 years because you're a fascist. You don't care what the facts are. You don't care if this is unjust. You only care that the machine state has decreed you are not to be locked up. And this is the problem I have with the left. They don't know the facts. They don't care about the facts. They view morality as a blanket government stroke of the pen, and every person, regardless of their crime, should be in prison for decades. I reject it outright. The people who fought cops should go to prison. They did. It's been 3 years. But when you've got people who are on misdemeanor charges for having walked into a building at 4 p.m. after the riot, and I know some of these people, they walked into a building for 2 minutes and walked out, and they got 18 months for that. I don't see you defending the innocent people who walked onto a public grass at a public building after a riot had been completed. You don't know. You don't care. You've taken a tribal position, and people are suffering because of it.
Exactly.
Now you say that Donald Trump saying the injustice that we've seen warrants commutation or pardons. You say that means he's advocating for violence. This is the ultimate problem. Then you cite a press release from Maryland saying, but the right's more violent. There is a distinction between a white supremacist as a right-wing group and a run-of-the-mill Christian conservative who showed up on that day not to protest. Let's talk about Brandon Strzok. He never went in the building. He was on the other side of the building. There was a permitted protest. He walked up the stairs and he was yelling. They put this guy in prison. There is Owen Schroyer, who was at a permitted rally, who was yelling death to communists. They put him in prison and specifically cited his speech. My dude, you don't know what you're talking about. And it's fine. I get it. We try to be polite. We try to be nice. But there are so many young liberals who sit here and say, the corporate press told me that these people are bad and the machine state...
He looks like he's being scolded by his dad.
So I don't care what crime they committed. I don't care what the jury said. I don't care who's on the jury.
He looks like a little kid that's being yelled at by his
bro.
mom.
Yeah.
This is okay. This is why I can't. God, man. All right, 9 times out of 10, man. When people ask me like a political question, I try not even try to fucking answer it, and that it's not because I'm not. It's I get the comment all the time. Ian's scared to answer. It's like no. It's like I'm not scared to answer. It's that no matter whether I give you an emotional response to the question that you want or a logical one,
You're not happy about it?
motherfuckers are still gonna hate what I say.
Yeah.
So what's the point of me answering the damn question?
I make you answer.
Yeah, which I got no like. If I look stupid asking a question, answering a question, all right, cool. If I don't know something, I'm gonna say, hey, I don't know it, but in the moment, I'm gonna answer it to the best of my ability.
Because most of the time, it's what is your opinion.
Yeah, I'm just like I don't have. We don't know any of the shit that we're watching. We don't know the people personally. I don't know Tim Pool personally.
No, I don't know Tim Pool personally.
So really, the only comment or response I can give that people might have an issue with is I'm literally just giving a response to what I see on the screen.
Which that's all we ever do.
That's all I can freaking do. So like, sometimes I feel like y'all want me to respond like I know Tim, like I saw him yesterday, and it's like, bro, I don't know Tim like that. I don't know him.
It'd be nice.
It'd be cool, but I don't know the man.
No.
Enrique Tarrio, who was not there, should be in prison for 2 decades. Tell me this now. Why is Enrique Tarrio in prison?
Yeah, so they uncovered with him his plot to overthrow the government.
Okay, what's the plot?
Yeah, and his organization.
Is that the Undertaker?
No,
Like fucking Undertaker.
It's
No,
Phil
that's-
Labonte from All That Remains.
Bro,
yeah,
dude,
kind of does.
bro,
And that
right there,
right there, kind of
Yeah.
does.
right there, dude, look like Undertaker.
I got you on that.
Right
with
there.
That look, with that look.
That looked like badass Undertaker from the 2002 era.
That's Phil Labonte from All That Remains.
I was about to be like, why is the Undertaker just casually?
Which, by the way, we got to do he has a new song out there we have to do, by the way, too.
like, I'm like, what the?
All That Remains. Awesome band.
Yes. So I'm not bugging. That looked like Undertaker.
No, it did look like him. But no. That's Phil Labonte,
Okay.
of All That, lead singer of All That
Enrique
Remains.
Tarrio in prison.
Yeah, so they uncovered with him his plot to overthrow the government.
Bro, you're not even confident what you're saying.
Yeah, and his organization.
What plot? Who's they?
You're not even confident.
Give me some
prosecutors.
Give me some fucking data. Stop squinting at me and saying,
Bro, he's not. Bro,
Damn.
can you? Okay, you know what?
I feel like he's yelling at me.
No, I get tired of this shit. Okay, this is the one thing I get tired about. Okay, and it's not to paint all Gen Z people the same. It's not. I do it whether you're a baby boomer, alpha, millennial, whatever. If you're gonna say something, man, even if you are like factually incorrect or don't sound rational, you got to say the shit with confidence.
Yeah.
If you don't say the shit with confidence, your argument's dead on arrival.
Oh, yeah,
it's dead on arrival.
Well, that's because he doesn't have his facts.
But okay, look how he answered the question.
Overthrow the
plot?
government.
Enrique Tarrio, is it?
Yeah, and
Watch.
his organization.
What plot? Who's they? Give me some
Prosecutors.
Give me some fucking data.
He's not even confident what he's saying.
No.
He's not. He's just saying it.
Well, how is he gonna be confident right now when Tim just yelled at him?
No. Okay. So for
He's spies.
no.
But-
For example,
But if you're right, if you think you know you're right,
yes,
have confidence in
if
what you're
someone
saying.
really truly even no matter how freaking ignorant it is
Yep.
or how stupid it is, if somebody truly believes in their shit, you can tell that they have confidence with this, no matter how dumb it sounds.
Exactly.
At least don't come up in here talking like your ass is clenched, okay, and you're nervous. Tim just scared the shit out of you.
That you're trying
So that's why your ass is clenched. So now you have no confidence in your speech.
Squinting at me and saying the prosecutors did a thing. You didn't know. You didn't read it. You didn't read the court papers.
Yeah, he ain't no confidence
The
in it.
fascist machine state told you he could be in prison, and you're saying yes to them. Tell me why.
No,
Give
no,
me the data.
I understand that laws on the books have been there for a long time that I agree with, that if it's proven that you had a plan and you wanted to act on it, and then days
What's
after.
the proof?
The proof
Say
is
the
evidence brought
proof.
forward by
Don't ask.
prosecutors.
Say
Evidence,
it.
Communications between
What communications?
him
What did he
and
say?
the
What did he
Proud Boys.
do?
Is this serious?
Are you
Or
going to tell me
grandstanding?
why you think Enrique Tarrio should be in prison for 20 years, or are you going to say the government decreed it?
I just explained to you.
So the government said so.
You didn't explain anything.
Usually, law enforcement, which I guess is part of the government.
Government said so?
Yep.
So
Law
you can't
enforcement
cite why.
that uncovers evidence of communications, a memo that he crafted and sent to his organization,
Saying what?
that detailed each institution of government that they were going to try to overthrow. Then just days later, his organization is at the Capitol.
And if you say something like this, you have to be able to cite where it's from, so we can pull it up.
Pull up Enrique Tarrio.
I'm not quite sure that there's any evidence of that.
This was the first time I've ever heard of watching this episode about the
You know what? I'll
plot.
say this. The idea that Enrique Tarrio crafted a memo outlining
conspiracy, okay.
or they
You see, Phil?
Yeah.
Phil wants to freaking laugh.
Evidence issued to Tarrio and co-defense included videos, thousands of messages in encrypted chat groups, as well as a public message on Parler. On or before January 6th, Tarrio convened a Ministry of Self-Defense to coordinate Proud Boys leadership on January 6th. The chat showed that Tarrio, stationed in Baltimore, encouraged the Proud Boys as they attacked the Capitol. Let's figure out what that encouragement was. Are they going to actually say in the article? So here's a citation.
Never say it.
Proud Boy and 3 other members of the far-right groups were convicted Thursday in a plot to attack the Capitol. A jury in Washington, D.C. found Tarrio and 3 lieutenants guilty of seditious conspiracy after hearing dozens of witnesses. Jurors cleared a 5th defendant, Dominic Pizzola, on a citizen charge in a significant milestone of the Justice Department, which is now secured a conspiracy, blah, blah, blah. They will never stop. Okay, that's interesting. Wikipedia asserts that they did this, but there's actually
yours
nothing
still
in the news
going?
article that actually
Mine's just
states
freaking-
that is true.
Mine's still going.
Now we got a problem.
Hit play.
Let's try this again. Let's try a second.
There you go.
Let's see. There it is. They introduced evidence that Tarrio discussed with associates a plan to have a large crowd in Washington storm government buildings in a scheme they called 1776 Returns, in which the Winter Palace was used as an apparent code for the U.S. Capitol. In a message, he said, make no mistake, we did this, do what must be done, and he directed the Proud Boys to do it again. So the question then becomes, in the bigger picture...
So are you going to at all acknowledge that you just blew up over something that I was absolutely citing fairly?
I don't think you cited it fairly.
I think people should be prosecuted for
Yeah.
engaging in plans to overthrow a government. That's kind of
That's a very loose definition of plans to overthrow. the
Yeah,
government.
exactly.
y'all don't seem to be that informed.
Wait,
on
look,
the
respectfully,
plan
I cover a
yourself.
lot of protests and riots. A lot of people try to protest and riot and occupy government buildings. Do you think that qualifies as trying to, overthrow your government?
No.
Okay, good. So, I mean,
But if they had a plan to take control of the government, which was this one.
If this was
No,
an
he
actual
didn't.
plan, this was the
Plan?
leastly,
That's a
poorly,
plan to take
most
over the government?
ridiculous plan ever. They went after people for having Lego sets of the Capitol. I mean, the level of political prosecution here. Would you even admit that there was some level of politics when it came to the prosecution of the J6ers? Would you say politics played a role in this?
Engaging with this as thoughtfully as possible, not trying to grandstand. Of course, often for very justifiable reasons, prosecutors will try to make an example of someone who, for example, tried to overthrow the government to prevent the peaceful transfer of power. I see why
Never did that. Never happened.
categorized as
trying to
sedition
overthrow the government.
would be uniquely bad to prosecutors and political in that.
You see the look of Phil on that?
And thus,
I'm sorry. I have to.
I'm not gonna.
I was almost done too.
I don't.
Should have just let it finish.
Oh, my bad. I'll just let it go.
Say this. The Wikipedia article making those claims is not citing any actual proof that they said those things.
Exactly. There's never been any proof that anything that he just said was real. It's just articles asserting that it was said and it was never proven.
Okay.
Does that change what you were about to say?
I just don't from this clip, from this 7-minute clip that I just watched. I feel like he did not come prepared for this.
No, he didn't.
And I think the difference between them is I don't think the problem is whether you like it or not. I don't think the problem his political opinion's the problem.
No, the problem is he's not informed.
I think he's trying to use an emotional perspective inside of a logistical one.
Yep.
And it's not working.
Exactly.
There are times where I've seen it work. I'm like, damn, no, this motherfucker's winning. It's just, it don't matter what the facts are. The way this motherfucker can make the optics of his argument look, you're winning. You're not winning it with this.
No.
Because, don't get me wrong, I'm not the most informed person about the shit either. What up, Alina? But dude, you just didn't come prepared. That's all that is. You didn't come prepared with the shit. So you taking an L because you're looking stupid, not because your beliefs or anything. You just look dumb.
Yeah.
I'm not hating on the dude because of his beliefs or anything.
No, he's entitled to his own opinion.
He's entitled to what he believes in. But
again,
like,
if you're gonna come to a show
you
like
just
this,
looking
Bring
dumb.
your facts with it.
Know what you're talking about.
You look dumb.
Yep.
You look, and you just look unprepared, which is making you look dumb.
Mm-hmm.
So
you need to have some information about what you're trying to argue about if you're going to engage, especially in a show like this.
You can't just say plan to overthrow the good. You have to give a specific. Okay, what were they planning to overthrow?
Yep.
What was there? You can't just say plan. That's a very general thing to say.
Exactly. There's no reason Enrique Tarrio should be in prison for 20 years.
It's like someone getting charged with premeditated murder. You have to be able to prove that they had a long thought out plan to take someone else's life.
Exactly.
Okay, Alina. All right.
Alina.
Sound like a chill day.
Yeah.
Enjoy the library.
But yeah, I see why you wanted me to look at this.
I miss going to the mall.
Because again, it's the prime example of have some kind of background information on the stuff you're trying to argue.
Yeah, you at least have the fundamental of, like, the foundation of it.
Because yes, that is true fascism. When you just take what the government says at face value and say, "Yep, that's great," no matter what they say. Okay, they said it, so that must be it.
Yeah, you can't.
That's insane.
You can't. I wouldn't recommend doing that.
Thanks for stopping and spending time with us today, y'all. Hit that notification bell and give it a share because it does help the channel out.
Please and thank you.
See you guys in the next one.
Ready, y'all.
Peace.
Bye.